Hey there everybody, I'm the Lonely Hunter and I bring you some more gameplay from Medal of Honor Warfighter, and I was really enjoying myself at that game. I was really feeling it, and it was amazing. It was a really great game for me and I would like to share it with you. So this is not a gun profile, guys, as I have mentioned this gun before. You already know the AK-103 better because you have watched, if you have watched, well, the gun profile that I did on this gun, then you might know some more info. And at the end of the gun review that I did, I just went through the iterations of the gun and I just told you that the gun may not behave as you may expect while you are holding it in a different class. So I just suggested that you were gonna go and try different classes to find the variation that suits you best and the variations that is more convenient for you to kill the people that you need to kill your opponents. So for me this is the variation that is more amazing to use and is more fun to use. So this is why I went into that gameplay at first, and it seemed like a good idea because it worked really good for me. So for a team deathmatch game in Medal of Honor Warfighter, you really don't go too far. You really don't go into a no-nudge, into a ham mode status, just because you have that body system, just because the spawns flip. And in that kind of maps, in maps that are not too large or too small, that have medium size and the spawns flip, and you have some enemies spawning next to their bodies, then it is kinda difficult to get kills. And especially if you were going to get some really beast streaks, then I'm sorry to break it down for you, but this is not gonna happen. Well, if you can get really beast streaks, then you are a beastly player. And I really didn't get into that too many beastly skills. I got some kills, I got some small streaks, but it wasn't too fancy, just because I was cocky, just because I went in there and I was like, oh well, I'm gonna get that extra kill. And you really don't wanna do that. You really don't wanna go in and get that extra kill, because as you can see, you may not have that good of map awareness, and for that regard you may not be able to kill your targets. And while I talk about map awareness, I think immediately that the maps are changing from game type to game type, because the Sarajevo Stadium, if you played the beta, well, if you have played the beta or if you played the full game, then you know that it is different in other game types and team deathmatch. So you know that it plays out different. You are using different sides of the map, and it may be more difficult for you. So for team deathmatch, just to break this map down, for team deathmatch it is just casual spot A to spot B. You have two spots where there can be treated as sniping spots. There can be treated as spots where people can stay there and look to the other side of the map, but they can be really dangerous spots because they have a back alley, they have a back side to them, and this is where enemies may spawn if the spawns flip. So this is kinda dangerous, so just don't get too long in there. Just don't try to wait in there for too long, because you may be taken out with this and it may be kinda humiliating for you. So just to let you know, guys, this map is really good for rushing if you use the certain routes that should be used to navigate that map properly. And by that I mean, well, you don't need to go from the sides all the time. The head-on routes that you may use in this map can be really great, just because you have the opportunity to spin from one path to the other, and that change may be flanking around your opponents and may be causing some confusion to your opponents. So when you flank around, when you go from one side to the other while being in the middle path of the map, you are an unexpected target. And while they don't expect your positions, while they don't know the movement that you are making, then you are pretty much unpredictable and you are unbeatable. So just consider that, guys. Don't go always from the sides, because from the sides you will be taken out easily by people sniping on the top parts of the map, one on the one side and one on the other, because they are waiting for you there. They are just expecting you there. And just to be true, guys, this map does not have too many sides where you can just take cover while you are going from the left or the right flank. So just don't go from the sides, because you are a clear target, and in the middle you have the tracks, you have the sandbags, you have all those great stuff to cover you up. So you can pretty much take down the enemy snipers while they are staying in that position from the sandbags by just using some head glitching spots or some more convenient spots. And look at that, guys, this is a prime example. Oh, get tomahawked, son. Yeah, you saw that for the first time right here. Drop shot tomahawk. Well, this happens many times with guns, but I can notice that not so much. In that game you don't just drop shot with guns too much, but this was a really fun incident that happened right there, that I just went prone and used my tomahawk, avoiding the bullets. And this is one of the reasons, one of the many reasons that I gotta say that this gun and this game, this particular gameplay really worked for me. It was a really good game for me, because everything that I wanted to do, every movement that I needed to make, it was kinda like I was expecting something to happen from my opponents, and it happened. It was like a scheduled movement and reaction, and I really enjoyed that. So let's just go on a bit further with the class setup. So back to what I was saying previously, I used this gun, the Bullpup AK-103, just because it gives me more agility, just because it makes me a faster target to kill and a more difficult target. So this is why I chose this class, just because I can rush more, just because I can run and cover longer distances in a smaller period of time. So this makes me a really difficult target to kill, because I am faster in my movements, and I can literally dodge bullets, because it is easy to dodge bullets in Medal of Honor Warfighter. And in this particular class, of course, I have my abilities, which are great as well. You have the jammer, which can really disrupt your enemy's radar, and it can really fuck them up. It gives you some assist, of course, while you get a kill or while your buddy gets a kill with that radar on, but of course it is a really good class to go. So this is why, guys, I preferred this class. This is why it was really great for me to use this class in that game. And of course, the team that I was playing with, no excuse. I mean, there have to be some bad players in that team, because I am no beast of a player. I know that I am not that amazing. So yeah, what happened in that game, it was a coordination of me having a class that I enjoy using, and of the other guys being fairly bad at the game. But of course this leads to an entertaining gameplay, this leads to some excitement, and I really love that game. So I am really excited, guys, also about the Zero Dark 30 DLC, which will be released soon, and I will be getting my hands on it. There will be some new maps, there will be some new alleyways. Well, from what I saw, there will not be some truly new maps. Not many new materials will be put into the mix to create the new maps, but there will be new paths, there will be new ways that we can explore the map, and this is pretty significant, because it will add more variety to the game, and I will be really glad to test that out and give you my impressions of the map pack. I will be really glad to play the maps out. So this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that gameplay. I'll see you guys later. Have a nice day.